Welcome to Japan's most thrilling mode of transport, the Shannon Monorail. Suspended above the streets and slicing through the hills of Kanagawa, this isn't your average train ride. Opened in 1970, it's one of the few suspended monorails in the world. And trust me, you feel every twist and turn. In today's video, we're going to discuss the history, the tech, and why this intriguing mode of transport is still going strong after 50 years. As mentioned previously, this opened back in the 1970s, being the first suspended monorail in Japan, which, as you can imagine, probably looked like some futuristic piece of technology taken from far into the future and brought into 1970s Japan. Built using SAF-EGE monorail technology, this is a suspended type monorail developed in France, and it is where the monorail train wheels run inside a steel box, with the train car suspended below it, allowing for the monorail to operate with sharp curves and steep inclines with ease. This is in contrast to the straddle type monorail, which is commonly used on monorails across the world. This is where the train car straddles the beam with wheels on either side. This monorail travels up to 75 miles per hour, making it the fastest monorail in Japan. The monorail is quite short, only having 8 stations, running between Ofuna and Shannon Enoshima, which is really near to the coast, and it's the main station people use to travel to the Enoshima Island, which is a really big tourist destination. Only taking 14 minutes end to end, and it has a frequency of every 7 to 8 minutes. And that's even more impressive when you consider that the monorail is a single tracked system, with passing loops at select stations to allow the monorail trains to pass each other. One thing I loved about this monorail was the speed and the ride experience. Due to its steep gradients, tight curves, and it being suspended in the air, it really made it feel like a roller coaster. Now, I'm not a big fan of roller coasters myself, but I can appreciate the thrill it gives a person, and the experience on this monorail really replicates some roller coaster rides without having the intense changing gradients and being flipped upside down as most roller coasters do. Another thing I love about the monorail is the views. There's something about being suspended in the sky, traveling at considerable speeds, that really highlights the scenery around and gives a different perspective of it compared to if you're just walking or traveling by car. I got to see unique little neighborhoods in this region that I would have not been able to if I wasn't suspended 10 meters in the air. This monorail has had 4 sets of rolling stock since its introduction. The Series 300 between 1970 and 1992, the Series 400 between 1980 and 2004, the Series 500 which is between 1988 and 2016, and the Series 5000 which is between 2004 and current day. As with some other trains in Japan, you even get a front view, which is the view drivers get when they're driving the system. It's similar to, but not as good as, the view you get from the DLR in London. What would be sick and what would make the experience even better is if they had a glass panel on the floor of the monorail, which would provide you with a bird's eye view of the surrounding area from the monorail. So that was the Shonan Monorail. What do you think of Japan's floating train, and have you been on one before? Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to Japan's most thrilling mode of transport, the Shannon Monorail. Suspended above the streets and slicing through